Hi everyone, this is Group 35 and we are here to talk about the lean strategy implementation. The selected industry is Marriott. And here are my group mates Mohit, Priscilla, Punita, Devika, and hi, I am Srilasya. Coming to the introduction, supply chain performance is vital for organization as it directly impacts efficiency and customer satisfaction. Strategies such as lean and agile are implemented to optimize supply chain operations. This presentation will delve into lean strategy, particularly focusing on its adaptation in non-manufacturing industries like hospitality, using Marriott as a case study. Monitoring supply chain performance and implementing strategies are crucial for ongoing improvement and competitiveness. Moving on to the lean production in non-manufacturing industries, losses in non-manufacturing industries can be tangible, such as shortages of goods and material waste, or intangible, including poor planning and delays. Businesses in non-manufacturing sectors prioritize the elimination of losses, errors from their products and services to enhance customer satisfaction. In non-manufacturing industries, lean strategy involves promptly fulfilling orders to minimize waste and optimize efficiency. The principles of lean thinking, including identifying value streams and eliminating waste, are applicable across various industries, driving improvements in quality and efficiency. History of lean production. The Toyota production system, also known as TPS, was originated from the concepts of just in time, known as JIT, and Jidoka, automation with human wisdom. TPS was developed through continuous experimentation and refinement at the Honsha machinery plant in late 1940s and early 1950s. By the late 1950s, TPS was expanded to encompass the entire Honsha plant, and its implementation across all Toyota plants began in 1960. In response to the globalization, TPS was adopted by different cultures in late 1980s and early 1990s, addressing supply chain bottlenecks and driving efficiency improvements worldwide. Over to Punita.
Thank you, Srilasya. I explained critical renew of lean product. Lean thinking challenged the practice of mass production and could causes the workers to cause autonomy and to have more intention work, thus causing workers resistance incident of creative involvement, speed, information sharing, and process optimization are advantages of lean thinking system. Low inventory level are the primary outcome of the system working smartly and eliminating wastage. Lean production challenged the practice of mass production that have been needed popularized by Ford in the automotive industries and thus caused rethinking of different service and manufacturing operation. The workers would be affected adversely by lean thinking since their creative leeway would be taken from them as they lost autonomy and have to increase functional. Show that wastage is minimized. This could cause resistance from the workers instead of gaining their involvement in the workers of the organization. However, lean thinking being implemented in the organization would also cause in an increase in the speed of service deliveries, process optimization, and information sharing, which could increase the value added by the organization by reducing the non-valued adding activities. Moving on. Yeah. Changes in the organizational culture are required for the lean strategies to be adopted, and commitment from the top management and the employees is necessary for adopting the strategies. And resistance to change in the organization would be a reason for failure of the lean product system. The changes in the organization culture that are required for a lean strategies to be adopted would be difficult by the organization, and this could foster resistance to change from the employees in an organization as they might not be satisfied within the changes in the vision with the changing work cultures. Also, commitment from the top management and then employees is needed. Show that then lean thinking strategies, which could be a challenges for the implementation, since they might not agree with the changes that are mad. Over to Prishila.
Thank you, Punita. I'll be talking about the reason for lean popularity. Lean thinking can be referred as a smart way of doing things in the business world. It's a method that helps companies like Marriott International to operate smoothly. Imagine you are trying to get through a crowded room. Lean thinking is like finding the best path that lets you walk through without bumping into anything or anyone. It's about making sure that everything a company does adds value and doesn't waste time and its resources. Lean thinking is a powerful tool. It helps businesses streamline their processes, reduce waste, save costs, and enhance quality and sustainability. For a giant like Marriott, this approach not only contributed to an impressive growth, but also established their commitment to different services and environmental care. Moving on to the background of Marriott. Marriott International was actually chosen for this presentation because it's gained the highest revenue among all hotels companies globally. In the year 2022, Marriott International made big moves in the hotel industry, earning about 20.77 billion US dollars, which was quite a very high jump compared to the previous year, which it earned 13.86 billion US dollars. They did not just make money, they also expanded to more than 7,500 hotels worldwide. So the question is, how did they achieve this particular feat? One of the ways by which this was achieved was cutting down on waste, which simply means they didn't spend money on things that were not beneficiary to the growth of the company. Yes, moving on to lean adoption in Marriott, which actually talks about how it could benefit, how lean could benefit Marriott. The slide simply talks about the benefits of adopting lean in Marriott. Lean adoption in Marriott can help the company improve its services delivery by improving the quality and efficiency delivery of the services. Yes, this can also add to the value created by the company. This will also help the company increase the profit margin, as well, since the better efficiency and increased value added company should actually gain more revenues, considering that the reduction of food wastage is one of the goals of the company. Uh, thank you. Next slide, please. Next person. Oh God.
Okay, thank you, Priscilla. Thank you so much. So now let's discuss about the challenges of lean adoption in Marriott. The intense work ethic in lean management could cause talented workers to leave, therefore, which results in the reduction of job satisfaction. Hotel strikes could cause the organization to be affected adversely if there are major changes to the culture of the organization. The lack of motivation, expenses, and additional work effort could cause challenges to the implementation of lean thinking. The resistance to change from the workers that could be caused due to the intensity of work ethic required for lean thinking to be implemented might cause the employee turnover to increase with the reduction in job satisfaction. The business of the company could be affected as well in this case, which results in the strikes to happen in hotel. A lack of motivation from the workers could be a major challenge of implementation of such management style in Marriott. So now let's move on to the strategy for lean adoption in Marriott. Define value stream mapping, and create flow are the three major strategies of lean adoption. It is important to identify value and waste from the perspective of the customer. Marriott needs to understand the needs of the customer, thereby which results in the achievement of this goal. Following this, It is required to identify and map the activities required for this process. This will require the creation of a value stream mapping for the organization, and the flow needs to be made continuous. Only that, which makes the sequence to be used without any delays and minimum wastage management. All the bottlenecks in the value chain need to be identified and removed as much as possible. Moving on, now let's discuss about some more strategies of lean adoption in Marriott. The user pull system, which means customer will pull the value from the subsequent upstream activity, and the next is pursue continuous improvement. A demand-driven system will need it to be implemented to minimize wastage. This will involve serving products according to the demands of the customer that come into the restaurant. Continuous improvement in small increments can help to reduce the non-value adding activities. So now let's discuss about the mitigation strategies for challenges in lean adoption, and we have Mohit to discuss about it.
Thank you, Devika. So, Lewis change management model can be used so that the change resistance can be minimized in the organization. This will require informing the workers appropriately about the need to change and the making them aware to the lean thinking process. The change needs to be then be introduced and finally steps needed to be taken so that this new strategy is made sustainable in the organization. Over and we'll discuss about more in the next slide about mitigation strategies like better housing, centralized procurement, and streamlined processes. The company can optimize the housekeeping processes, also centralizing the procurement process so that the supply chain can be streamlined. Collaboration with the partners and suppliers in the organization can be improved the outcomes of the lean strategy and also bring sustainable changes in the organizational culture. Let's go to the conclusion part. In the conclusion, there is need for the non-manufacturer organizations that they understand the value chain very well and can analyze the process to identify the bottlenecks, which can then be minimized. This should help the organization reduce wastage in time as well as resources. Streamlined processes should add to the value of the companies in order to employ the lean strategy. It is important for the organization to recognize the challenges and benefits and the chances that are required in the organizational culture in order to implement this strategy. Let's discuss about some recommendations. Companies need to identify the bottlenecks in their value stream. For instance, Marriott can focus on its housekeeping practices to ensure that there is no wastage on time and resources on these practices.
The company should use participatory decision making so that the workers are satisfied with how the changes are made in the supply chain.
Solutions that are provided to the customers should be aggregated continuously so that the time and hassle of the customers are minimized.
Delays need to be reduced in individual tasks by grouping them together using management expertise.
Thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.